Welcome to Northeast PA Story. I'm your host, Kylie Montigney. Hope everyone's enjoying today's summer day in Northeast PA. And today I have the honor of showcasing Bob Price, who's an event photographer in the greater Princeton area. And Bob, thank you so much for taking the time to come on Northeast PA Story. It's lovely to meet you.
Same here. Glad to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So, what are your go-to events to cover in the area? I know you work for different organizations and stuff. So, what are your go-to events to cover in the area for different organizations?
Um, Pretty much everything in the greater Pittston area, the art walks, the Christmas in July with the Santa Squad we just had this past weekend. Do a lot of publicity shots for a lot of the area nonprofits and different organizations. Work for a lot of the political groups in the area. So pretty much anything that happens in the area, I'm pretty much at.
Ooh, so basically, most of the events that happen in the area, basically you cover most of the time.
Most of it, yes.
Ooh, do you really pay? You have people pay you for the services, or is it kind of oh, dedicate your time type of thing?
Sometimes I get paid, sometimes I don't. Mostly it's good advertising for me because usually if I do an event, I pick up a working job, paid job as part of it. So
And it's I feel like when you do the photocopying jobs, you get more promotion to get more jobs if
yes,
for future events.
it gets my name out there. People recognize me, and then when they're looking for a photographer, they know who to call.
Definitely. And I seen you all over the place, whether it's the political events, the bazaars, and everything. I was like, oh, I need to interview this guy. Because I seen you all over. I see maybe the Germania or something. I forget, but I know my friend Paul, who's doing the event on 29, mentioned that you were photographing or something. And I was like, perfect. This is perfect. But what was your favorite event you photographed?
Um, Probably Paint Pits in Pink. It's a series of events over a week to 2 weeks, and a variety of different stuff, and it's for a great cause with a cancer fundraiser. So it's a lot of fun. I always like doing that one.
Yeah, the paint pigs and pig is definitely so fun, especially when those males definitely go in high heels and just walk around. That's definitely probably the best part of it.
Yes, that is definitely a highlight when you get the men in heels running down Main Street.
Oh yeah. And when did you start photography?
I actually started doing photography in high school, just by myself and learning from there. And then once I graduated, I turned pro then, and I've been shooting professionally ever since. So it's
Ooh.
over 30 some years now.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Did you ever do professionally since high school, or did you kind of just in high school it was just kind of like a passion?
In high school, it was more of a passion. I worked on a yearbook. I was photo editor for our yearbook and worked with a photographer who was our advisor and got my start there as far as learning what I was doing. And then once I got out of high school, I got offered a couple of paid jobs. So turned pro, and I've worked for newspapers, I've worked for magazines, I photographed weddings, I've photographed events. I've kind of done everything from accidents and fires to presidents. I've been throughout all of it.
Ooh, so you basically ever since I that's awesome that you got basically experience in high school because when you get that experience, and especially in high school, at least if you go to college or something in the future, you can have that experience, whether it's political things, events, you name it, whether it's in an area. Did you go to Piston area or did you go to different?
Actually, Wyoming area. I was across the river.
Oh, Wyoming area. Oh, I don't know if Piston area people will be too happy with that. It's in Wyoming area,
Well, I'm living in the
but
Pittston area now, and I photograph a lot of Pittston events, so
hey, so it's both equal. It's both equal.
that's it.
But
Yeah,
is
both
there
sides of the river.
Yeah, it's just on the other side of the river, but not if they hear sometimes a lot of people can get a little crazy or if they hear roaming area. Because they're rivals in some way since they're both across the river.
Oh yes.
And is there any specific lens or gear that you use to photograph events, or is it all different types of things?
I typically carry two camera bodies with me. One with a long lens, a 70 to 210 that I can, reach across the street. Nobody even knows I'm shooting. And a 17 to 40, a wide angle into a short telephoto that I can use for groups or close-ups or anything else there. So I usually have both cameras with me so I can cover everything from multiple angles.
Ooh, like as long as like I feel like two of them is actually pretty prepared though, in case one burns out, then if one doesn't go work, you can use the other one.
Well, that too. If if something goes down, I have a backup because I don't carry the whole bag of lenses and everything with me too often unless I know I've got a variety of things to shoot. But for most events, I bring the two bodies, and if one runs out of memory or one runs out of battery power, I have the other one. I can work with one.
Yeah. And like how far do you like travel for events? Or do you just like do events around here in like Luzerne and Lackawanna counties, or do you like travel all over?
Mostly it's Luzerne and Lackawanna counties, but I've been in Harrisburg for events. I've been in Washington for events. I've been pretty much everywhere.
Ooh, since like you work for Congressman Cartwright's team, so like, you oftentimes go to DC for events when he's down there.
Sometimes I've done a lot of even local events with him. We met the president when he was at Wilkes. We were at the Irish ambassador's visit to the University of Scranton a couple of years ago. Also with our state representative Haddock, I was at the inauguration in Harrisburg for that. I've had a lot of opportunities to meet a lot of people, and then with the newspaper days, a lot of concerts and Hollywood people and everything else I've met over the years. So
Oh,
it's
that I'm
interesting.
so jealous though, because like to cover like political and entertainment, all these events is actually like something I love. It's like politics and entertainment are like my two favorite things of all time. So like if I ever get those opportunities, like I'm sure it was for you as well. I'll be like, okay, yes, please. Like I'll take it right off the bat.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've met multiple presidents, vice presidents, governors, senators, congressmen. It's a different vibe, it's a different environment, and it's a very exciting thing to be part of. You're
Like
capturing history.
yeah, like who is like your favorite like political person or entertainment person they met while covering these events? If you had to choose, I know it
Um,
can be very hard. Because I know for me, it's kind of like choosing my own favorite kid. It can be very hard for me too.
yeah, there's been a lot over the years. Politically, one of the nicest people I've ever met is President Clinton. Very,
Oh.
very outgoing, very fun to talk to, very laid back. Um, and also Congressman Cartwright is, he's a great guy. I spent a lot of time
Mm.
with him. On the entertainment side, I don't know if you know Trans-Siberian Orchestra that does the Christmas music concerts every year. Their lead guitarist, Chris Caffrey, is a friend of mine, and done a lot of concerts with him, events with him, you know, visited his house and everything else. He's given my son lessons, and he's just an all-around great guy.
Ooh. Yeah, I heard like Congressman Cartwright was really nice. I met him at the Piston area Wyoming area game last year, and he's actually really nice. Like he's a really nice guy. He asked for my name, asked what like where I went to school. He's like all around like very like down to earth type of guy. Like he's very nice, like wants to get to know people in the area. I can tell he's just I didn't talk to him much, but it was very quick since I was heading out, but he's just a like very like down to earth type of person.
He's very personable. He's very down, like you said, down to earth. He likes to be with the people. He likes to talk to people. And
Yeah.
either side, if somebody has a disagreement with him, he'll stand there and talk to them, same as if they love him. And if
Yeah,
I've
like even
walked
if
in
someone
parades with
doesn't
him,
follow his political views or anything, you'll be like, okay, that's all right. It's okay. Like it's all right. If you don't follow it, that's okay. People have different opinions.
right. And his standard answer for it is it's a free country.
True.
So
Yeah, that's really right. And like what is like your favorite part about like photographing events in the area?
just being part of everything, capturing the history, meeting the people. I like being out with people. I like talking to people. Made a lot of friends from doing events. Made a lot of connections from doing events. And it's a great way to spend time. And even if I'm not getting paid for it, it's different publicity for myself and for others. And if I can help people, it's great.
Yeah, that's the best part about it is that like when you're doing like maybe like interviews or going out and going to maybe events or maybe bazaars or whatever it is, like it is as long if you're like volunteering your time or getting paid, whatever which one it is, like you're as long like you're meeting people, making connections, and basically kind of building your publicity for future things that people might need for you to do.
Exactly. And also to get connections if I'm with an organization and we need something and I saw that person at an event, then I can, hey, I photographed you at the tomato festival, we're doing an event in DuPont, would you participate in it? And
Mm.
it makes a lot of connections that you can intertwine all the agencies and everything together.
Yeah, right. And that's like the best part is that like if you want met someone at this event, then if you guys are like looking for someone for a campaign or someone to photograph or something, you're like, oh hey, I met you at so and so. Like, would you mind if you can come down for this event? Like someone's having to be part of it or something.
Exactly. And I did that. I had our centennial in DuPont. I chaired the centennial committee for in 2017. And a lot of the connections that I made at the art walks and at different events and everything were the people that I called for our centennial for entertainment and for everything else added. So it worked out to have the connections to make it all run smoothly.
And like where can like people book you if like they're interested in having you at an event or like a kind of like a wedding or something if they're interested in booking you?
Easiest way to reach me is on Facebook. I'm all over Facebook under Bob Price. You could also reach me. My email is bobpricephoto@gmail.com. And you can always reach me on there. Or I can give you my cell phone number if you want it also. So
Right, perfect. So thank you so much everyone for listening. If you're looking for the photographer, definitely reach Bob. He's terrific. Trust me, I've seen all his photographs. It's all amazing. He's all over the Piston area and all over the community, Lackawanna, Luzerne, even more counties. And you've probably been all over like Eastern Pennsylvania, I'm sure. So I'm like want to thank you so much, Bob, for taking the time. I really appreciate it. If you ever need help with any photographing things or anything, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help in any way. So thanks so much again.
yeah, absolutely. Well, then we'll be in touch on the other things as we see events and that coming up. And if you find me on the street, stop by and say hi.
Of course, will do. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Bye.